Hey guys, thanks for joining me for another Dokkan Battle video, and today we are going to take a look at the two Super Saiyan 3 Vegetas fully rainbowed from the Dragon Ball Heroes celebration. So these are two Vegetas that we've had in the game for a really long time, and they are just now getting awakenings, and I think they made them pretty good. So we've got a Tech GT one, and we've got this physical Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta. So let's go ahead and take a look at their passives, and then we'll look at the team and jump into the showcase from there, right? So this one is a Super Saiyan 3 category leader of 120. Could be relevant maybe in like Battlefield Ultimate Clash, but other than that, you're probably not going to use it unless you're like a really new player, right? Super attack effect causes supreme damage to the enemy, raises attack by 50%, and defense by 30% for 6 turns. So that's a fairly powerful stacking effect that he's got. So once we get a couple stacks of that, he's going to be looking pretty good, I think. So we'll take a look at the passive here. So he's attack and defense 120, plus an additional attack 10% up to 60, and defense and chance to crit plus 5% up to 30 with each attack received. So he's going to get built up as he gets hit, right? He has a medium chance of guarding all attacks if HP is 60% or less, a high chance of guarding all attacks. And then he reduces damage by 40% when guard is activated. So basically, he doesn't have guaranteed guard, but when he does guard, he's a freaking wall, like unstoppable, right? And a lot of people obviously are disappointed he doesn't have guard, but here's the thing that you have to remember, guys. If you're using him in an event where you know you're going against a strength type enemy, or like it's maybe like a legendary Goku type event or something that's really long, but you know like the last phase or second to last phase is strength, like this guy's going to be absolutely bananas because you're going to guaranteed have that guard active because you have type advantage. That's what guard is, right? So this guy has some really ridiculous defensive potential, right? So very, very good. I did go all out on additional with him just because he has built-in crit chance. I'm finding like in the early days of Dokkan, crit was like way more valuable because everybody was really basic, right? And you just wanted to get damage and like defense didn't really matter. In today's game, guys, I'm really leaning combo attack on most units just because most units have something like this where they're getting some attack and defense on super. So I find myself favoring combo attack a lot more on units these days. And I gave this guy a bunch of actually like defense and guard type equips. So typically when units guard in their passive, I like to give them this equip here, which basically increases their defense if they are guarding. So units that have built-in guard, that's actually not a bad equip to put on. And then obviously defense equips are good as well. So I decided to do a defensive build with this guy. Okay, so let's take a look at the other Vegeta. So obviously we are going to run these two on rotation together. They are going to flow pretty well. They're going to link really well together, right? So this is the tech one. This one I find to be much more offensive, right? But still has some good defense as well. So he causes supreme, raises attack by 50% and defense by 30% for 6 turns. So basically the same super attack effect. He's also Super Saiyan 3 120 lead, so very, very similar there, right? And then his passive, attack and defense 120. An additional 60% attack and defense 30 for 6 turns after receiving an attack. So the other one like builds up and like kind of stays there. This one just gets hit once and then he holds a buff for 6 turns and then needs to get re-hit to add it again, right? So this guy will fluctuate a bit when that buff falls on and off. He gets an additional attack plus 10 up to 60 and defense and chance of performing a crit plus 5 with each attack received. So then he does have the building up there as well. So both of these guys, they want to get hit. They build up a bunch. So we're going to kind of try to let these guys get hit, build up, and see how crazy they look, right? Basically, they're not very link leveled at all. In our team build, we're going to run them on the crossover team just because we can flood it with supports. So I'm going to do a rotation of Vegeta with Broly because they're actually a really good rotation. We'll do the 2 Super Saiyan 3s as a rotation, and then we're going to float this Trunks, who's absolutely ridiculous, as a crossover support. This Vegeta will be another floating support, and then Pan is a ridiculous support as well. Oh, you know what? I just realized I messed up. We'll continue the showcase, guys. We're good. We're good. So Pan doesn't actually support these two. You know, she came out, and it's like, yeah, she's a great support, and it's for Dragon Ball Heroes. So Pan actually will not be supporting these guys, but that's okay. This is good because we'll get a variance, right? So we'll have a rotation with the 40% support. This will be a 20% support, and then we'll just have one with no support, which is fine because we can kind of see how they're going throughout. So we'll continue the showcase. We won't do a cut. I caught it early enough that I won't look like an idiot, right? We'll just say we're doing it for science, right? We want to see how they're going to do in each situation. All right, so we've got our nice rotation of Vegeta and Broly here. I actually kind of want to miss the super of Broly because Broly's going to annihilate this guy, but that's fine. You can see my Vegeta right here actually is struggling for Ki. So Ki can be an issue with them, but we'll see once we get them linked up. So I'm actually going to miss super attack here. That's fine. I'm pulling this physical Vegeta off rotation because my tech one is on the next rotation. It doesn't really matter that I missed a super attack there because, like I said, I'm pretty sure Broly's just going to annihilate here. And it won't really matter. Yeah, Broly with the 3.75, and he's got most likely another one coming. Yeah, Broly got him. Okay, so we're going to take a look at Tech Vegeta here. I want to try to put them in harm's way as much as possible to get hit a bunch. So what I'm going to do, because Trunks is the better support here, I'm going to leave Trunks on rotation, so he's sticking around. Vegeta here, turn 1. 133k defense, which, considering that he has a lot of building up to do, is actually quite good. Normally you see that and you're thinking not very good, but remember he's got a defense buff, a 6-turn buff on attack, and he's got defense building up in his passive. So we're going to let our boy Vegeta get hit a few times here, and then we're going to see what kind of attack stat we get turn 1. Alright, so, yep, attack and defense up, and then a 2.5 mil attack stat. Not the craziest, but once again, has a ways to go to build up. I think once these guys are built up, they are going to be looking really, really nice, right? Alright, so next turn here, we'll just have kind of an off rotation. Actually, this is good, because now we'll for sure finish off the Goku. And then we can basically have a fresh rotation for our next Vegeta turn. So yeah, this Dragon Ball Hero celebration has seriously been like one of the more hyped celebrations for me. I'm pretty sure this has to have set a record for like the most new units in a celebration. If you consider not just like new summonable units, but like free-to-play units. Like when a unit gets an EZA, I consider them now a new unit. When a unit gets a new awakening, that's a new unit. So if you're considering all the awakenings, EZAs, summonable units, free-to-play units, it was actually just like overwhelming how many new units we got, which was quite insane. Alright, so now we got our boys linked up. So the tech one's looking pretty good after having one turn. 233k defense. I'm going to leave the physical one in the front because he hasn't taken any hits yet, so I want to make sure he gets some hits in here. So we're going to go ahead and attack here. And we'll do this. And we'll do this. Alright, physical Vegeta. What are we looking like here? Alright, so 1.64. I'm pretty sure, like, when they're both built up, they're probably going to be comparable, but I feel like the tech one's going to be the more offensive one. Just because the physical one is so much more defensive. Yeah, 3.5 mil already on his second turn. Now, yeah, and then 3.8 on the additional. Because they have that 6-turn buff, like, getting double additionals is so good for them, because it really makes them look a lot better. So that was a pretty impressive offensive turn 2 for our tech Vegeta there. Alright, now we got a crazy, you know what? I'm going to just, well, no, we'll put Vegeta in slot 1. I was going to say, I was going to put Broly in slot 1 and just try to end it quick, but Broly might not be enough unless he maybe triple supered. We'll see. But yeah, with the Hero Celebration, just having so many units, it's been overwhelming, but also like a lot of fun. And I've had fun doing these showcases. It definitely made sense for me to do a lot of these showcases in pairs, just because there's like so many units, right? And this actually opens up with like all the awakenings and EZAs. I'm really thinking, guys, next year, because how they kind of just threw in like the fighters and like some of these other random crossover units, I think next year is going to be the Dragon Ball Fusions unit. So I think they're going to do their normal Dragon Ball Heroes thing, but on the side, I think like Chow Man, Weirus, units like that are actually going to get awakenings, and then like Pandel, Brapan, all those types of units are actually going to get like EZAs, and I think it's going to be really fire. So I'm going to make that prediction now, guys. I think the Fusions units are getting some action next year during Heroes, but we'll see if I'm right or not. But with the amount of stuff they did this year, like they could totally just do like every single Fusions unit next year, and I think that would be really fire, right? Okay, so what are we looking at here? So the tech one now is looking a little bit better defensively, but remember, the physical one has that damage reduction, which makes him a lot more powerful. So even if the physical one has lower defense, if you're getting the guard, he's actually looking really good. So I'm going to leave the physical one in slot 1 just to get some more hits. Remember, Pan is not supporting here. So that 288k defense and 143k defense, that's raw without support. So we got to keep that in mind as well. And so next turn, they're probably going to look really impressive because they're getting more stacks. And they're going to have support again. Okay, so 2.2. which once again isn't crazy, but like I said, I consider this guy to be the more defensive unit. So I'm okay with that because he has a lot of defensive, and they're still building up. 3.5 mil again, so his attack stat actually did go up. Even though it's the same attack stat there, it actually went up because that was a supported turn as opposed to an unsupported turn. So that's actually very impressive that he put up the same attack stat unsupported on this turn. That means he is having a lot of growth there on attack. So yeah, we're definitely going to go a little bit deeper because these guys got some more building up to do. I haven't been counting in my head, but I'm just going to go until I stop seeing like attack and defense gains when they get hit. Next turn I might put the tech one in front to take more hits just to balance it out and kind of see where we're at. Alright, I'm pretty sure this rotation is going to take this God Goku out here. We are, by the way, just sailing through this fairly quickly and easily, by the way. Just fairly effortlessly here. No real problems. Oh yeah, Broly for sure is going to take him out. What's Broly got? Broly's going to have like a 4 mil attack stat. Yeah, 4.8. Man, that's like one of the better attack stats I've seen from Broly. I mean, getting these new supports really helps. That Broly, by the way, has a chance to do that times 3. That Broly's still really good. Don't underestimate him. If you got that Broly, like, unfeatured, like, you got a really good unit on your hands. Especially when you got him paired up with Vegeta. Alright, so yeah, we are sitting at 5 out of 7 links, so that works out very well. Yeah, now the physical one's catching up defensively here a little bit. I'm going to put the tech one in slot 1 because we got type advantage, and we're going to be taking some hits. So let's go ahead and let the tech Vegeta show off in slot 1. Physical, we got that there, perfect, and then Vegeta can swing on the end. Alright, we're on turn 8, so what are these guys looking like turn 8? This is a 20% support. Wow, 4.2 for this guy. Yeah, the tech one looking really nice offensively and defensively. Still getting stacks on hit. Okay, so we're finally done getting hit with the tech one. And then here's the physical one here. Alright. So 3.14 on the additional super. So he's getting up there now. So they're both over 3 mil, which is a very respectable attack stat. Alright, and the physical one looks like he's done stacking. I think we had guard active here. So this should do like nothing. Okay, just a teeny bit. Actually, that was not guard active, so we didn't have it active. So he barely took damage, and that was without guard active. So that's really good. So you are rolling the dice a little bit with him, which I don't like. But if his guard activates, his defense coupled with 40% damage reduction, like that's gonna save you from like most of the game. Like it's pretty good. Now Broly here actually does get buffed from Pan. So let's see what Broly does with Pan. It should be similar to the Trunks rotation. I'm guessing this will be 4.8 again. Let's see. Trunks may have been adding a link or two though. Okay, 4.5. Yeah, I think Trunks must have been adding a link on. I didn't really pay attention to that, but still love the Super Saiyan 4 Broly. He's bananas, bonkers. Okay, so here we are. What is this, turn 11? Turn 10. Okay, we've got our good support again. Yeah, and look at these guys. Like, the tech one's over 300k, and the physical one is almost 300k with the potential to guard and damage reduction, right? Let's go ahead and put tech in slot 1. Yeah, I think they're both done building up on hit because I didn't see their stats going up. Although, which one was it? Was it the tech one that gets the 6th turn? Okay, so the tech one, his attack 60 and defense 30 could have reset by now because that lasts for 6 turns and it's got to reset. So if he's all of a sudden looking low here, it's because that 6-turn buff reset. But as soon as he gets hit, it's going to go back on. So let's see what the tech one looks like here. Okay, 4.4. That's really good if the buff ran out. Let's see. Nope, he still has buff. So 4.4, very nice attack stat with like over 300k defense. And then now we're up to 3.5 with the physical one. So you can see these guys are building up quite nicely in a long event. Like, these guys are great. Of course, the guard didn't activate, so that's why I didn't take the risk and put him in slot 1. And then this Trunks is a support unit just chilling at like 2.5 mil. Like, that's really solid. I haven't done a showcase yet on the Trunks, but right now, Global's got Kale and Caulifla. Like, the day I'm recording this, they're actually coming out tonight, like at like ridiculous times in the middle of the night where I live. So, okay, hold on. I gotta think here for a second. I'm actually going to use a Ghost Usher because I don't want to use. Well, I guess I could have done King Yama, but that's fine. Ghost Usher's fine here. I just the physical Vegetos are going to be toast here, so I want to just go through and do this. But yeah, so we've got Kefla dropping like tonight, and I'm very excited for Tech Kefla. I'm a big fan of the celebration. Now, some people might be a little bit worried because they did not show any EZAs in the news that came. I want to say that I'm still like very confident that those EZAs are coming. So we're talking about like physical Kefla. I think Tech Hits was listed in there actually. But like physical Kefla and then like the free-to-play EZAs weren't listed. It is very common for Global to like not reveal all of the Part 2 information right away and release it later. So I would not be surprised if that's the case here. The same thing happened with like the Super Saiyan 4 EZAs. They were not in our initial campaign news, but it wasn't JP. And everybody was freaking out that it was like Global Shaft. And then sure enough, it still came to Global. So I'm not too worried because seriously, if they don't do the free-to-play EZAs and the Kefla EZA, like, when are they going to do them on Global? They're literally doing the Tech Kefla celebration right now. So I don't know why they would not put it in here, so I'm honestly not too worried about it. If they don't come, though, it is going to be quite a shaft, because part of the reason I'm so excited for Tech Kefla is because I want to run that Int Kale support as well, and if she does an EZA, it's really going to put a damper on it for me. Okay, so our defenses have dipped a little bit here, so 260 and 230, and that's because we got Pan. So this is without support. We're going to put... Here's the thing, though. Oh, sorry, my bad. So earlier I was talking about this guy having his guaranteed guard, and I think I was talking like against the strength unit. I meant against int. He's actually got type disadvantage against strength. So this is the instance, like in Legendary Goku event, we have an int unit. We've got guaranteed type advantage here. So this is a great spot to show off the physical Vegeta here, because we have guaranteed guard. So that means right now we're sitting at 236k defense, but 40% damage reduction, which is absolutely busted. If we had support on rotation, he'd be closer to 300k defense with 40% damage reduction. So quite confident that Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta in the front is taking nothing here. I hope Goku supers us. I really hope he does. Yes, okay. Watch this. This is going to be double digits. There's no way. With type advantage, guard, 40% damage reduction, there's no way. Yeah, double digits. And this Goku still hits really hard. So this Vegeta, when his guard is active, can defend with the best of them. And then 3.7 from this guy. Okay, and then Pan at 1.5. And Pan here, this is where Pan's a sitting duck because she can't dodge. So I'm letting Pan eat a lot of hits there, but that's fine. So yeah, let's just get one more turn. I mean, I think we've gotten a fairly good look at him, right? We've basically gone all the way through the Goku event. No, I won't risk it with Broly. Let's use a King Yama here. So we won't mess with the... so that's going to give me damage reduction for this turn only. So it won't mess with looking at the Vegeta's defense. So we'll go one more turn with them. We'll have the 20% support out. They definitely have been fully stacked now. And they're honestly looking pretty good. Like I said, I think they're good definitely in longer events where they can build up. But they can still be useful in Super Battle Road. Like that physical one, if you get that guard active, like turn 1, he's going to be fine. Especially against normals. And then as he gets hit, he's going to build up a little bit. So the Super Saiyan 3 Vegetas definitely have some use. The Super Saiyan 3 team, to be honest, guys, is looking really, really good. I was like 99% sure that Int Bardock was going to get an EZA, but we're jumping into new celebrations, and it's not here. So... who knows when Int Bardock is going to EZA, but when he does, it's going to be hype for the Super Saiyan 3 team, because it is a legitimate team right now. Basically, you can run Vegito as the leader instead, and then fill it with Super Saiyan 3s, and you've got your Super Saiyan 3 team, but Bardock as the leader EZA is going to be really exciting, because he is a support unit, and support unit leaders are like my favorite thing in the game. It's like absolutely ridiculous. Alright, Physical Vegeta, 217k defense. And I think this is because his 6-turn buff did fall off. We are going to go ahead and I actually have to use a key up item because we got really unlucky with key orbs here. So we'll do that. And we're going to make this the last turn. So let's see how we're looking here. I think we're going to get, let's see. Oh no, he didn't have a buff fall off. So now he's at 3 mil. Okay. So you can see these Vegetas built up though. They're both 3 mil plus type attack stats, right? We saw the tech one get up to like 4 mil. Yeah, the tech one's buff fell off. That's why he's only at 3 mil there. So now that his buff's back on, he would be back up to 4 mil. But yeah, when you're hitting 3 to 4 mil with 300-ish K defense stats, plus having guard on the physical one, that's all I can say. Like, these guys are great. They're good. They're fantastic units. So anyways, guys, let me know what you think of the Super Saiyan 3 Vegetas. I think they're fantastic. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you on the next one.